let's see what Hitomi, I can't remember her name half the time. Hifumi,
I think I know what happened 18 years ago.
So now we can figure out.
We were close. You, Monica, and Renju.
On auto. I was on auto. Oops.
Monica was murdered. You and Renju found the body in the mountains. You brought it back to the cold storage warehouse. My guess is So Sejima killed Monica. I've seen inside his head before, using this machine.
Well, that makes sense then, doesn't it?
I see. If you know that much, then there's no point in hiding it anymore.
Ooh.
I'll tell you the truth.
Oh, we get the truth. Hell yeah! You're not gonna hide shit from me anymore. Oh, at least we know you didn't do the killing. 10 years ago. Okay, what's going on?
Wait, you're going to see So?
Yes. I want to talk to him in person.
No, you can't.
Why not?
It's gonna explain a lot,
Are
isn't
you
it?
worried about my body? You don't have to worry about that. I'm totally fine.
But your stomach is still...
Oh, my doctor told me that's normal. Your stomach doesn't go down right away after giving birth.
I'm not worried about your body. I don't know how to explain it. So doesn't care about you, and especially not your child.
I haven't told him about giving birth.
So was the father.
He contacted me for the first time in a while.
So that's why.
He wants to know about the baby.
He must be panicking. If anyone ever finds out his mistress had his baby, his political career would be over.
It's not like it was an affair.
His wife passed away after giving birth to his son, right?
Yeah, that's what we hear.
It would still be a big scandal. He impregnated a girl who just graduated high school. Don't you see how that looks? He knew how the public would take it. That's why he gave you the money to deal with it. There's no way he'll accept that child.
It's okay. I told him that I won't cause any trouble.
That was a mistake, Monica. So you had a kid. So Iris was So's daughter the whole fucking time. That's why he wanted her dead.
But could you take care of the baby? Just for a little bit? I'll be right back.
Fine. But take this with you, just in case.
What's that? Tracking chip?
It's a GPS transmitter, just to be extra safe.
I really don't think I'll need it. But okay, if it'll make you feel better.
Well, you better fucking take it, because apparently it's how we found your body.
I don't know what Monica saw in So. She said he was kind and loyal, that he wanted to change Japan. I didn't understand any of it. He tried to convince her to break up with him so many times. She never listened, and it ended in tragedy.
Yeah, he
What happened next, you already know.
fucking slaughtered
Neither
her.
Renju or I saw it happen, so I don't know how much of this is accurate, but we could guess what happened.
Oh, So was old even then. She turned around to go away and he stabbed her in the fucking back. He didn't. His accomplice did? Is that what they're trying to tell me now? That So didn't murder her? But Monica's killer. Did So say to Monica? Who told you this? What happened after Monica's murder? But Monica's killer.
Date, you said that Monica was killed by So, right? But that's not true. Monica was killed by Saito Sejima,
Saito Sejima.
the son of So and his late wife.
Saito Sejima. I know. Saito Sejima.
Saito was 12 at the time.
12?
Yes,
But why would a little boy do that?
I don't know. I can't imagine.
Who told you that?
Renju told me.
But you said he wasn't there.
He heard some of this from the Kumakuras.
That would do
Renju
it.
had connections with them.
How did the Kumakuras know?
So told them.
Okay. Why would his son do the murder? Why was his son there? Who is the son? Because we're to believe what something was said earlier, killed by your own father, we're to believe maybe that we. But why would we do? I don't. This is getting wild now. What did so say
He
to
told
Monica?
her to move overseas. He said he'd pay for everything.
Oh. What happened after the murder?
So contacted his friend, the chairman of the Kumakuras. He asked him to dispose of the body and left the scene with Saito.
The incident was 18 years ago.
Yup.
That means the chairman was Rohan, not Moma.
Rohan. Wait, who's Rohan's
went
dad?
to the scene of the crime?
Yes, with some of his men.
Okay. This is interesting.
Again, neither Renju or I saw this.
So this is all word of mouth.
We were just waiting at my house for Monica to return. But she never came back. We tried to call her cell, but it didn't connect. But then, we saw movement on the GPS.
The GPS Renju gave to Monica?
That's how you
Yes.
figured it where she was.
At first, we thought she was on her way home, but we saw the GPS getting further and further away from the city. Renju and I got nervous, and we decided to follow it.
What about the baby?
We couldn't take the baby with us, so Renju gave the baby to the mob doctor he trusted.
Jesus Christ, Iris. Was he with a mob doctor, even? She has had a life and a half, hasn't she?
Those are Kumakura men.
We didn't dare move. We couldn't speak. We were barely breathing. We could only watch as it all unfolded.
Well,
I
you'd
knew
die
what
otherwise.
the hole was for, but I couldn't move. Couldn't do anything. I remember my heart beating so fast. Before long,
We good here?
Yeah, cover her.
Just a minute.
Oh, he took her eye. Because he was the original Cyclops killer. Or at least part of them.
Beautiful.
He had a thing for eyes.
the
So-
Kumakura people covered Monica's body, then left.
That explains the eye being
Renju and I
missing.
ran over and dug up the grave with a tree branch. What we saw. Monica! Monica!
Pretty rough.
We need to call the police.
No, we can't. Not yet.
Why not?
You don't know who those guys are. They would do anything to keep this hidden. I've seen it
Uh-huh.
happen myself. I know what they're capable of. Anyway, think about it. Why would they do this? They thought Monica and her baby were going to be trouble. Monica's stomach was still pretty big. I don't think they know that she gave birth already. What do you think they'd do if they found out? They would take her and kill her too.
Yeah, they would kill Iris.
And then, they'd come for us. They'd make it look like we disappeared. All of us would be gone.
Renju convinced me. He knew more about the dirty underbelly of society than anyone.
You would.
He knew when something couldn't be handled by the police. He said that they would do anything to kill the child. And I believed him. We had to protect Monica's baby. We had to. No matter what.
Okay, I understand.
I decided to trust him.
But now he's on the run with the murderer.
We couldn't leave Monica's body in the forest. We cleaned her up and took her to the cold storage warehouse.
This warehouse is owned by Okiura Fishery. My father runs it, but it's not in use right now. They're moving operations to a better area. They're actually looking for buyers right now. But don't worry. I'll take over the warehouse.
Are you sure?
Yes. Don't worry. I'll keep everyone out. Everyone but you, of course. I'll give you a key. You can come visit any time you want to see Monica.
Kind of morbid. I kind of get it, but kind of morbid. Keep a dead body of your friend just so you can keep visiting every once in a while.
Monica, don't worry about the baby. I'll protect her, no matter what. And don't worry about them, either. The people who did this to you, I will never forgive them. I'm sorry, Monica. Sorry. I'm sorry. Monica.
So why were you seen talking to So many times then? It's because you know So didn't want her dead? I don't know. It's a lot to still dive into. Renju, 19. About Monica's killer. What should we name her? Let's go with that.
I was thinking about her name. How about Iris?
Iris?
The goddess of rainbows in Greek mythology, and the colored part of your eye.
And the flower, too.
Right.
I thought it might have something to do with your name, Hitomi.
It's also for Monica's name. The kanji for Monica uses the character for love. And Monica reminds me of Manako, Japanese for eye.
So both names have something to do with the eye.
And I, which means love, will always be a part of Iris.
So that's how you came up with the name?
Don't you think it's nice?
Iris. Iris.
Kind of nice how he still tried to protect her, I think, the rest of his life.
Yeah. I really like it.
But the killer?
I don't really want to discuss this, but there's something you need to know. After talking to the Kumakura gang, I found out who killed Monica. So's son, Saito Sejima.
How? Saito was only
12 years old.
Why? Why would a little boy do that?
I don't know the motive, but I know it's true. So used his connections with the Kumakuras to cover up for his son, and all of the evidence of this scandal, of course.
I'll never forgive them. So, his son, or the Kumakuras.
I feel the same way.
Why did the son do
But
it?
you can't think about revenge now. You and the baby can't lead a life like that. Just bear with it for now. The opportunity will come, so wait until the right moment. Okay?
And did you get the birth certificate?
Mob Doctor took care of everything. I have the birth certificate, and I even picked up a mother and baby book. It wasn't cheap, but you don't have to worry about it. Just submit the birth certificate, and everything will be taken care of.
Cool.
You look worried.
I feel like I'm somehow betraying Monica. She was the one who gave birth.
Soon, you won't even be able to think about that, because a war is about to begin.
A war?
Between you and the baby. You
Huh?
won't get a good night's sleep for a long time. You might even start to resent Monica for all this.
Really?
Anyway, as soon as you submit the certificate, you will officially be her mother. Be sure to raise her responsibly. I'll help. Occasionally.
Occasionally, huh?
And so
Occasionally.
my life with Iris began. Raising a child was much harder than I expected. Waking up in the middle of the night to change diapers or feed her, Iris wasn't a good sleeper. I had to sing her lullabies to put her to sleep, and I always needed to put her to bed so carefully. It would only take 10 seconds before she'd start crying again, so I had to pick her up, sing her another lullaby, then put her back to bed. After doing this over and over, before I knew it, the morning sun would creep in through the windows.
That'd be tricky
Even
and
with
hard,
all
but
that I cherished every single day. My hatred for those responsible never went away. But
Well, it
my
wouldn't.
hands were full. Raising Iris, I devoted myself to her. I never thought about anything else. Eventually, my desire for revenge just faded away.
well, kind of shocked about that actually.
Woof! Woof!
Woof woof.
Mama, I'm wet. I'm wet. Sweepy. Up? Mommy, I won race today. Is Mommy proud of me?
Must be.
Mommy, I want to see Milky Moon again. Mommy, you are so good at dancing. Mommy, pancakes are done. Sorry, I burned it a little.
Just be here getting older.
Mommy, Mommy, why can't I dance at the stores? I can't help it. My body dances on its own.
Yeah, she did like to dance.
Mommy, don't more people come to barbecues? How come it's always you and me? Hey, Mommy. How long will it take my bone to get better? I want to dance again with everybody.
Take a little bit. Broken bones suck.
Hey, Mommy, do you like my shirt? Look, we're matching.
There's a lot of memories here.
Mommy, thank you for everything. I love you more than anything in the whole wide world. Mommy, look, I drew it.
The Okonomiyaki War, huh?
That was so fun. We should do it again.
The food or the food fight?
Yeah, both.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to say no to the latter, sweetie. It took forever to clean.
but Uncle said he wants to do it again too. Hey, Mommy,
Yes?
are you gonna marry him?
Ooh.
What are you talking about?
As long as it's Uncle, I'm all for it. I say go for it.
Goddamn.
I would always question myself. Could I keep living a lie? I had promised Monica that I would avenge her, but I couldn't work up the courage.
Weren't really living a lie either, per se.
And maybe Renju was exaggerating. But there's no statute of limitations for murder in Japan.
Oh. I didn't even know that.
If we showed Monica's body to the police, So would be punished by the law, and the Sajima's and Kumakura's crimes would be uncovered.
I didn't know there was nothing like
But
that.
that would mean
there.
Iris's secret would be uncovered as well. That's what I was really worried about. I didn't want Iris to know that So was her father, and even more than that, I didn't want her to know that I'm not her real mother. That's the real reason I've been silent for 18 years. I didn't want to lose Iris.
It'd be a fucking shot to the
But-
gut. Or she's almost been killed a couple times lately, and So was the one that
Fate
almost
can be
fucking
cruel.
did it.
God
You know.
used other means to take Iris from me. In January, Iris suddenly collapsed. It was caused by a malignant tumor in her brain. There's nothing we can do. She only has a year to live at most. That's what the doctor said. If you remember me telling you.
I remember.
What I didn't tell you is that there was an experimental new treatment. It was
What?
Some of the cutting-edge nanomachines can even go inside your body and cure illnesses. They can even cure cancer. And they go beep, beep, beep. That's what Mom said.
Oh, that's how she'll go. That connects.
nanomachines. Nanomachines could remove the tumor, but the procedure would be so expensive. With my salary, it wasn't something I could afford. I thought hard about it, about how I could get my hands on that kind of money, but I couldn't think of a solution. Time passed.
Oh, is that how So got brought
Before
back
I
in?
knew it, it was November. Iris's symptoms worsened. Her time was running out. I was starting to panic. I couldn't sit here and waste time while Iris... In any case, I had to get the money before it was too late. So I thought of a plan to blackmail So Tsujima.
Oh, that's what sparked all of this shit. Shouldn't have done it. Shouldn't have done it.
2 days ago, on Saturday night, I called So and invited him to come to the warehouse. He agreed to come. After I hinted at what happened 18 years ago, I had prepared everything, hiding behind the forklift until So came. When he finally arrived,
There's so many moving parts to all this.
he walked over to the workbench where I had laid Monica's body.
Oh, so that's how we also found the body.
He whimpered and stumbled back. Even he was phased. Seeing a body he thought he got rid of 18 years ago. Not to mention it was the body of a woman he was in a relationship with. A woman his own son killed. He reacted exactly as I expected he would. I had prepared a recording and sent it to his phone.
So that's what brought him there in the first place and why she was on the table.
I know what happened 18 years ago. Everything. I know who did it. And I know she had a baby inside her. You can probably guess what I'm going to say next. Be prepared to pay for my silence. I will tell you the exact amount later. And don't tell anyone about this. Not Saito. Not the Kumakuras. If you do anything even remotely suspect, I will go to the press with the truth. Understand?
Bet you he did.
I told him to keep quiet and cut ties with the Kumakuras, even if he found out who I was. Without the Kumakura gang, he had no power over me, and there's no way he'd risk his political career not to go after me. I saw So put his phone back into his pocket and run out of the warehouse.
You even used a voice changer. That was smart.
I came out of my hiding place to put Monica's body back, but then something unexpected happened.
We came in.
I saw you, Date. I hid behind the forklift before you saw me, and when you were done looking around...
It can't be.
Well, it wasn't. It just seemed like it.
Iris.
Did look a lot like Iris, though. I'll never fault him for thinking it. So damn, even fucking Hifumi was going nuts with... I was losing consciousness. My head was fuzzy, I couldn't gather my thoughts, I didn't know what to say. Instead, Aiba did the talking.
Iris is not Hitomi's daughter.
Nope. We know that now.
But Iris's father is Sosajima.
Yes.
Her mother, Monica Iwai, was killed 18 years ago by So's son, Saito.
Yeah, we don't know what Saito even looks like.
However, Hitomi raised Iris since she was a baby. Hitomi showed unwavering love and compassion for her, just as much as her biological mother would have, if not more. Iris's tumor was discovered in January of this year.
She didn't have long to live.
The only possible treatment was experimental nanotechnology. However, that treatment is restrictively expensive.
Not
Hitomi
imagine.
devised a plan to blackmail Sosajima for the money. The best way to establish the blackmail was to show him proof directly. That is why Hitomi created the scene with the corpse. She was the one who called So to the warehouse.
Set up the body that fucked us up for a good
On
while.
Sunday night, what Date saw was what Hitomi had prepared for So. That is the summary of what we have learned so far.
Thanks for the
There
summary.
are some things I have yet to understand. Date, pull yourself together. Ask her question. Date, snap out of it.
I heard I have a call for me and came too. Don't blame me for being all fucked up. Why did he remove the eye? We know that. Continuing Sunday's events, did you solve venture with the blackmailing So?
No, I did not.
Okay, that
All of
doesn't
this
help
was
us
my
then.
idea.
What about Sunday's events?
I probably don't have to ask, but let me just be sure. After I left the warehouse, what did you do?
I put Monica's body back onto the hood of the forklift. Then, I left.
Makes sense.
That's why the police didn't see the body when they arrived on the scene.
Why everyone was so confused on what I was seeing.
It makes perfect sense now that I have the facts. Iris did not resurrect. You simply mistook Monica for Iris.
Easy peasy.
The body did not disappear. Hitomi moved it. Those were the events at the warehouse Sunday night. Simple.
Yep, summarize for me. We don't need
There are
to.
still a few loose ends, but I believe I understand what occurred 18 years ago.
I got that.
However,
That's easy.
None of this ties directly back to Shoko Nadami.
Not a bit of it.
Her murder was just 4 days ago.
And it was by Sosajima, who's
Is
the
it
new killer.
connected? Or are these two separate cases?
Was he another lover?
If there is a connection, it would be with Renju and So. We can think about it later. More importantly,
Everything goes back to So half the time. Headed for the exit.
Wait,
Wait. What do you mean, wait?
Where are you going?
To look for Iris, of course.
But you have no idea where she is, right?
Well, you got me
Do
there.
you know something?
Yes.
What do you know?
At around 4 o'clock today, I received a phone call.
Uh.
I don't know who it was. They were using a voice modulator.
That's
What did they say?
I have your daughter. Don't call the police or she dies. That's why I didn't tell you earlier.
Renju.
it's
We
gotta
don't know
be.
that for certain.
It's gotta be
It
Renju.
could be number 89.
They're together.
Iris is in danger right now.
Listen to the rest, if there is any.
The voice asked for something else. He told me to go to a specified location with you.
With me?
Yes.
The culprit knows me? It must be Renju.
Gotta
What
be.
location?
What's the location?
I'm sorry, but this stops now.
Pewter. Even bought.
Run!
Something happened to Boss. She might have been shot.
Boss!
Pewter. Can you explain?
Please, do not worry. I merely put her to sleep.
What are you
Oh,
doing?
well.
My orders. They told us to halt our investigation. The boss was already going against orders as it is, which is why...
Investigation? What investigation?
Pewter, I swear to God, I'm gonna slap you upside the head harder than I'm gonna slap Oda.
Shoko or Iris?
Neither. The investigation of Monica's murder.
Why?
Monica? But her case is all but completely solved.
Yes, but only to us, right?
So why? What's the big?
If we say nothing, then her investigation is ongoing.
Oh, because so has everybody corrupt. We learned that.
So Sejima. So threatened us, didn't he?
I don't know. But you've been stripped of your authority on this investigation as of 5 minutes ago. In fact, you are to be placed under house arrest. What will you do, Date? I suggest you comply.
We already knew the Sosajima thing, because at least that path taught us how Sosajima could do it on here.
Iva, can you turn the power off?
Easily.
Alright, get ready. 3, 2, 1.
There went the power. No, I guess there went the power. Ooh! Oh! Broke his arm like a twig!
Now tell me, where is the location?
I can't tell you.
Why not?
If I told you, you'd go alone, wouldn't you?
Ah,
I don't go with you.
Alright, take me there.
Okay. Are we gonna make sure Boss is gonna get up, or are we just going? We're just gonna go? We're just gonna go. We're just gonna go. I guess. I think I would have, waited. Oh, it's the abandoned factory. Ah, this is where the other sync machine is.
I know this place.
It's the chemical plant that closed 8 years ago.
I knew that. How did I know that? The corners of my mind were aching.
Date, I'm sorry, but this is going to be bad.
What happened?
Someone has begun to access my stored memory. They are attempting to wipe all the data. Everything I have accumulated over the last 5 years, including backups.
Pewter. Is Pewter doing this?
Almost definitely. He does have admin rights.
How did he get out?
I summoned some ice, but that will only buy time. I have 4 hours at the most.
Jeez.
After my ice is broken, Pewter will be able to access logic, my core programming. He would be able to destroy my mind.
Why?
It must be related to the orders they are receiving from the top.
It's gotta be,
The
yeah.
higher-ups clearly see you as a threat, but they are attempting to limit your power by removing you from the equation. I suppose their motivation hardly matters now. The most important thing now is finding Iris and bringing her to Abyss within 4 hours.
4 hours?
Or else, I will cease to exist.
So he also has prior...
What's wrong?
Why does he have information on this area from a different timeline? The timeline's gonna start meshing
Nothing.
together?
Just...
All right, now you know. So get moving. I'm counting on you, Date.
4 hours. It's fine, that should be plenty of time. I grabbed my evolver and got moving. God, I hope 4 hours is enough time. We need some real good shit to start happening here. The Yoda ending wasn't bad, the Mizuki ending wasn't bad, but they're not true endings.
You wait here.
Okay.
What waits for us beyond the door? I know there's a sync machine around. There it is.
Is that?
It is. That must be Iris. No, that's Renju.
Renju?
And he's very dead. There's number 89. How do you do, buddy? Can't even remember his real name. Some like nickname. The case remains unsolved. Are you fucking kidding me? So let me guess, I just can't continue down that plot line any further? I need to fucking go somewhere else again? For fucking hell. Ah, yes, but that's unlocked. Oh my god. Oh, Christ. There was no branching path, though. That is good. That's what I like to see. No branching path. But what I don't like to see is now I can't go further up there, so now I gotta go all the way over to this plot line where everybody's already dead again. Figure out what the fuck's going on with Boss. Alright. So now we know, though, Renju dead. Again. I think Renju's gonna die no matter where he goes. Okay. So now I need to know, why did he help number 89 escape in the first place? Why did Pewter help him escape? Because that was also One Direction. Why is Pewter betraying us and trying to destroy everything just because of orders, when Boss was even helping us this time, when we kept thinking Boss was suspicious, but now I don't think Boss can be suspicious at all. I think Boss just... the blame looks like it's put on her for very specific reasons. Very good reasons. Won't lie to you. But now I don't have a clue as to what the fuck is gonna go on anymore. So number 89, maybe he is So Tsujima's kid? And he killed Monica at 12 because he said he was fucked up since childhood, so maybe he is So's kid. And that would make sense to why they still want to keep everything wrapped up. I don't know. I guess we're going to continue on from here and figure out the rest. See you in the next one. Again.